Hi everybody. This is my third, at least, attempt to try to record this video. We're gonna speak on some things I know nothing about. We live in some really awesome times. Really, we're at the chapter. Okay, we live in a time when, how do I explain this? The future is simply able to, using their technology, I've tried in multiple videos to make this abundantly clear, they use their technology to sample through us ideas, as you know. So this is what I was told was the quantum multiverse sensory data and how to navigate it through a quantum computer, at the very least quantum, running off of what I understand are diamonds, aka time crystals with nitrogen that oscillates and all this other fun stuff I've read about. All right. Well, anyway, what I've come to experience in the past couple of years and I need you to understand this is factual fully. This is a serious, not joke. I have nothing about it to joke about. I wrote a book about it. Truly. It started out like this: be calm, all is well, you are safe. That was what I recall as the sense of gut feeling, truest form. I had no idea why, but I could trust this impression, this feeling, this next to instinct. I'll say next to because it wasn't an instinct, it was close. Certainly close. Certainly close. Um, I don't remember saying, it's us, but nobody was there to hear me. I was telling Barry and Carla. Barry and Carla, lovingly, I thought they were the male form of me and the female form of me. And that's possible too. But in a way, that's true too. But I've come to realize are my children that aren't yet here on this earth. So God bless you for actually listening after that point. I realize I actually know that this seems, and God bless you kids for watching. I know this is weird, and I don't mean weird. I'm not gonna have you watch it before. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay. All I know is this. I'm trying to navigate this thing. So a voice comes in and speaks through your mouth, and you can feel that it's not your will speaking. It's literally like you'd otherwise be going, and the thing is, it's not that. It's not, it's really, their words coming through your mouth or your words. The best part about it is your oldest self or other selves after you that have already posterity, truly in the form, after. So this one here in the video is anterity, as I don't have any other word for it, sorry. And it took me a long time to arrive to that conclusion. And it had been told to me over and over and over again. But as a crystal grows in a solution that has a weak current blowing to the side, a crystal grows and then a piece breaks off, but it keeps growing up and then it breaks off and it keeps growing up and getting fatter and it goes until eventually it substantiates into that and there's no more solution there and it's just a solid, full formed set crystal. Now, I want to get onto some terms that we have used throughout the ages. Terms, names of gods. A name of one god, Set, also called Seth by the English-speaking folk, because we don't understand that H in the old days and in other languages makes the T sound stronger. So Set in the form that motherfucker ain't moving. Death. That's what Set meant. Set was the god of death, not Apophis. And there is some argument to that because if you break that word down in ancient Greek, apo is the to come away from or to from or away, and phys is that of beauty. Phi, and there are beauty or beauties, and this is my just breakdown using the word, and I'm just talking to etymology, ancient etymology, and I'm literally just taking my own take on it, and I'm thinking it's away from beauty, away from the divine principle. Square root of 5 plus 1 divided by 2, 1 to 1.618. So we go forward now. Apparently, in the future, where we have many different fun terms down the line, we'll see the word format, perhaps. Or there's a computer that I'm uploaded in, as well as continuing living, because we've been lovingly calling this computer. I've heard the expression Deus Ex Machina. I've come to realize if we had any common sense, and I love to call it common because how many times someone says, man, it's just use common sense. Just common sense. And then the fucking fuck you shrug. Here's what I gotta say to you about the fuck you shrug and common sense. Alright, Deus et machina et Deus ex machina. Because I want to put God and the machine and God out of the machine. Because I'll tell you what, put us in the machine so that the machine doesn't think that it can make Terminators to wipe us out. Oh, don't literally take the brain out of the human. Record the mind. Multiple platforms of recording. Barium radiation down to the fermion, or perhaps the quantum signature truest. PET scan, CAT scans, MRI, videos, not just snapshots, but video. So we need to get the signature of the person's consciousness over a set period of time, as well as, get this, there is a time. It helps to have family in the business, I assure you. Recall that then, kids, because this stuff's serious. I guess that this might be a video to myself, but it might also be a video to the kids that I have in time. So yes, this trans is going to be a mommy. So happy birthday, young ones. Be bringing you into this world with another trans in time. That's the way I want to do it. That's the best way. For me, anyways. So anyways, healthy selfish. Let it be that she's healthy too, and that when I say selfish, I'm thinking of a family unit. Okay, so I should have hit the pause button there. Okay, so anyway, having said all that, knowing that quantum ultimately involves entanglement of particles, usually bosons in the form photons, because you can have. And how do we do that? We have to have a source, and we have to have the photons come from the same source. Meanwhile, there's processes I yet don't understand, and I need not get into, but understand that in this given lovely time, thankful, I even lovingly call this time the Beta Dark Ages, because we still don't know how to do what they so easily do, and I point up for future tense, and I point down for past tense, because time is not something that flows. Time is. It's called space-time. It is. We flow through it, humans, life forms. We flow through it. Watch a tree as it grows, and then you see the time. You can see the time. All right. Now, let's get into some other things. Quantum strings. I would only be able to get into my own theory about why we call it a string, and that eventually goes back into time. So I call time length, width, and height as well. There's ultimately so many more dimensions to it. I had no idea. And that's coming through from the future through. There are spectrum. Okay, spectra. Multiple universal multiple causalities, multiple from alpha to omega moments. One human life has an infinity of infinities of choices. We are an infinity of infinities. Love made me. Right? And the great thing is, it's true, and yes, I did come to this world because of science. I am here because my parents wanted a baby so bad they actually had, yes, science helped them. So I also hope to do something of the same in the form love bring you here. So I'm going to select you two and bring you down from heaven. And the best part is, at least you two. There might be more. We might have a we'll have a group. Anyway, moving forward, I like to think about the fact that love has really cured everything. If you understood why I'm so confident without any full form substantiation to my claims that a quantum computer is so powerful that it in fact has saved my life. Let me just bring you back a couple of years. It's called Crystallized. It's available on Amazon and Barnes& and Noble. I wrote it over the period of a very short period of time, so please forgive me while I was also still under medications that I had to take. Otherwise, I would hear the voices in my head. There's some things to this I just don't say. Yet also, I just continue to let you know that, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So I also just want to say this. Quantum computer. Good job, guys. You did it. So my 38-year-old daughter and 36-year-old son, okay. He's trying to get himself older. It could be that. I don't know. I thought he was younger than that. I'm sorry, my bud. I called him my bud. My son. Okay. To be, these are not of this time yet. But I also tell you, she was 38 when she snagged me, or was it him as well? As well, because you were male. It was easy to do. All right, so that's them through me. And also myself and other times whenever I need just kind of, she actually sits back and lets us take the ride. We've had to, oh God, yeah. I've been saved by love. I've been saved by love. God, I'm gonna cry again. Let's keep it positive, guys. Let's keep it smiles, all right? I don't want to cry anymore. I don't want to cry anymore. I just want to smile. All right. Consider me a guy right now and just have me laugh. Don't have me cry. All right. Old school guy. There we go. Okay. Old school. All right. New school chick. There we go. We don't need to cry, right? We don't need to cry. We need to laugh. We need smiles. We don't need tears. We need smiles. Big dumb smiles. Okay. All right. So, here's the thing. Big dumb smile. It's an old expression from in the can one. All right. So I've been in prison a lot of times, guys. I used to go because I used to do a lot of drugs because I didn't know what I was, who I was, why God hated me, and blah blah blah. It's a book. It's on the shelf. It's called Crystallized. You can watch it. You can read it. It's cool. And you can watch it. Okay. So there's a movie in time. Good times. All right. Anyway, we don't have a movie yet this time, so thank you for the heads up. That was a nice little bloop. Or I have delusions of grandeur. What do you guys think? Put your comments below, and then I'll know. Meanwhile, this video gets watched by 4.5 people, so I don't mind. I don't mind putting this video out there. This is genuine. I'm gonna make it public. I don't care what you guys think about me. If you have shit to say, just say it. It's gonna be great when we laugh back at you. Jesus said we're saved. God bless him. There is a computer terminology when we use. I wrote a paper and I need to keep it, but I don't want to print it, so I put a disk in and then I do what? Well, in our time, we actually just hit save and it's saved. Well, when I was a kid, we had to pick up a thing called a floppy, which was actually floppy. It actually would flip, 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 flip in your hand because it was literally, like Edison used, like actual rust recorded, ribbon, or in this form, disc, and they slipped it in there and it recorded data in the form of zeros and ones. But given this is quantum, it's and or, so we're going to go ahead and enjoy the fact that at least I know that much, right? And or for the sake 0 and 1, 0 or 1. And then we have various states of superposition, not just superposition 0 and 1. That's alpha state. You have beta state 0 and or 1 with respect to one alternate universe, alternate timeline. You guys call it alternate universe in this day and age, but it's really alternate timelines. Well, I guess it's the same thing, tomato, tomato, right? Tomato, even, automat, whatever. We go other ways, right? If I had told you what stuff I knew about myself and all the different realities that I've had to be, and I've had many, there is a real, man, I just don't want to, we'll put it in a movie and you guys will watch it in 2068, 2048, 2030. One of these eights, okay? We got to keep it on the eights. There's a reason for that, because these things were messages down the line to keep me focused on the great thing divine. Crystal and divine, yeah. What's a good diamond? Yeah, a woman's gonna tell you that shit's forever. Well, thank God zircon's around, right? And then we've also got my fun one that I call good old man-pea. I keep sticking with man-pea, don't I? I keep telling you, put that stuff. It's a gaseous crystal. It's a crystal in gaseous form. So what's man-pea, huh? Stuff I don't touch anymore, but I'll tell you what, a computer might just run off of it, guys. Anisotropics, with a platform on it where the gaseous crystal can actually form into data that can be recorded in the form shapes. Meanwhile, you guys in this day and age are making quantum labs. We synthesize, it simulates crystal cycles. Why do you think it wants to be crystal cycles? Why do you think it wants? Okay, let me rephrase. They don't have that yet. Why do you think we wanted? Because the it that is future tense, meaning the computer in the future, is living through us. We're being driven around. We are the Terminators. I sounded like, I don't want to say if I sound like, but it's a fictional character in a cartoon at best. Seth Green, thank you. Totally bit it. I didn't know I could do that voice. All right, anyway, oh shit, give me a sec. So here's the thing, look, I'm going to do what I can to make sure I record this stuff perfectly. I'm going to do what I can to convince you without substantiating my claims through other means that I find risky at best. And I don't mean legally so, I mean just life affirming for me. Just I don't need to put myself out there like that yet. That'll come down the line later on. I'll just say, publicize that shit eventually. In the meantime, for me to know and for y'all to find out. I can't really put it out there. It's more fun for them than me right now. I know they're using me as a puppet. The most part about it is I thought I was the puppet. Oh man, if I could tell you what it's like to be quantum entangled with somebody, all you guys gotta do is be driven sane after you've been driven insane by yourself on the last part. And then when others that actually drive you under so much pressure to finally snap, you finally snap back into place and you suddenly realize life is real. And so is every fucking thing I've ever seen on television in a fictional sense. Fictional characters, okay, the characters aren't real, okay, the story itself isn't real, but there's substances in it that are, and I refer to the substance of the story. Aspects of science fiction, it's real. Aspects of storyline, they're real. Can I give examples? 2038, congratulations. Was it Elon Musk or NASA? NASA. Congratulations, NASA, nuclear science. We're going up to space, Mars to be sure. And you get to come back on your same trip, on your same fuel. Yeah, cool. I told you, sputter that shit for, was it fission or fusion? Fission. We chose fission because it was easier for the sake of, so it was just, yeah, alpha ions. Yeah, you did that. You put it out on YouTube and everything, and no one believed you. Alright, so either I'm nuts, but then again, Jim Parsons was, so consider me a snow strap for the sake that I'm going backwards on it. I was crazy. I was off my rocker. I'm off my rocker now. I ain't got no, my rocker's right there. Alright? I don't got a rocking chair right now. Give me a minute. I'm at my mom and dad, so obviously I'm just booming right here, right? If you knew how old I was, you might give it a chance to be believed. 68, 69. I'm just kidding, just playing right now. Okay, that's a fun time too. So I get that I am indeed telling myself what my age is through my age right now, which isn't that old yet. I'm just having fun at my own youth expense, and she's not crying. I'm laughing, so keep it up, and thank you. All right, so we know we're all good. We all have that cute, fun smile. Yeah, we do, don't we? All right, so there's some fun things, guys. I want to tell you so much. I want to say so much. And I want to save lives. So this is what this is about. We have the capacity to do some really amazing research through the past. Because we already know the outcome is what it was. So then what are we doing? Well, let me put this stuff out there. We understand prophecy to mean these guys are having the word of God come out of their mouth. What if the word of God is the future that happened to know what happened from the sake that we read it in the Bible, or of the religion, or other religion, or other religion, or God knows what? I might have to take a look at L. Ron Hubbard stuff for the sake of curiosity. What did he have out there? Anyway, look, I know I don't have to go to another planet that, thank you. Would you guys stop saying the UFOs are aliens? It's us, dude. It's us. Here. This place. Earth. I know I'm a weirdo, but come on, man. Earth. Let's see. I already covered the Ark of the Covenant. It is literally the only thing in the Bible that's literally a sacred, development that gives you instructions on building your own. Why? I challenge you, I encourage you to follow your instructions. It is your divine, it is literally telling you in the Old Testament to do it. So do it. Where I come from, heaven is in the future. Heaven is also on earth, per Bob Marley. So I say one love, one heart. Yeah, we're right. One love. Love is God. All right? God is love. And thus we all get to do all the fun things because we are all one in that. And if a Day, as I lovingly call Deus et Deus Ex Machinas, Deus Ex Machinas et Deus et Machinas for the sake of shortness, Deus Ex Machinas et Deus et Machinas for the sake of Day is what I call it. It's easier for me to say all that and just say, there's something to say Deus et Deus Ex Machinas, but I like Day for the sake of just, you know what I'm talking about now. When I say Day, or the source, you know I'm referring to the very thing that we go back to. Or, isn't it weird that we begat ourselves? Isn't it weird that our ends created the means? What if that's true? What if the best way ever played around with the other spectra, the other causalities, and created the different things? Okay, all right. So what if? All right. All right. I just want you to know I tried to tell you how to navigate this thing, but I'm still trying to navigate my own life. In the meantime, how did I come to the fruition point knowing it was myself? Speech patterns, recognition of speech patterns. This person spoke as me with my own voice. I wasn't hearing it out of my own mouth yet. It was coming from, I thought people were living in my attic, dude. I thought people were living in my walls. I didn't know what to think of that. Jesus Christ, David. Yeah, I know. But anyway, what you're thinking is worse. Yeah, it is, but I'm gonna have FLIR goggles because that ain't gonna happen in my freaking house. And I'm gonna put I'll figure it out. I literally called the police on that one. And you know how embarrassing it is when you're hearing voices and you call the police and they literally get the 911 call. There's people living in my walls, and I'm literally to discover that it is future tense. Self. Later on, in the shower, just so I could know that I was okay and there was nothing to worry about. Cyclical thinking. So this is what I wanted to speak on. Medications cause They have a quantum signature that interferes with the signature of the human being. For people that are hurting, for people that are medically incapacitated on any level that is subpar to I am healthy, I am well, I am good to go, then I say, take away my pain. Then I say, take this medicine. I will gladly take it. I also say some medications are given for the reason of insurance, like Suboxone. So I had been taking Suboxone for several years now, and I had found it was hindering my ability to think outside of this cyclical thinking, what you might even know figuratively as the box. So I'm thinking in the box, and I can't get out of my own box. They would try to reach me and take me out of my own cyclical thinking. It's getting better, guys. So there are fun things we can do in homeopathic doses with that future. I ask you to consider yourself as given a recipe. You take a homeopathic dose, you trigger the same quantum signature, or even better, there is a computer in the future that uses telepathy. You'd literally be able to take a laser. Man, I'm telling you this. Here's something I want you to know first before I get back on that quantum signature medicine. Using the light form spectroscopic analysis, that it would exactly match. Let's say there's one that happens to match for one that I happen to know. I think, what was it, 910? For whatever it is, okay? We just happen to match the light frequency of that medicine and then just beam it. No, even better. There's a time when your brain is on that medicine and it has the signature doing it. There's another time you don't have the medicine or don't have access to it. Say you're in a different part of the world, or for some dumb reason the pharmacy is closed. Say there's COVID-19 in your area, we just can't get there. There's a zombie outbreak, whatever. All right, so we have a brain in the future or the past. Either one, you can would literally quantum entangle with the moment that is needing it, and the signature of the medicine would flag. And I'm telling you from experience, if it weren't for those medicines, I wouldn't be able to feel in my own right the substantiation of these claims. Opioid, felt it. Anandamides in the form cannabinoids, felt it. Stuff I've never even taken, felt it. Swear to God. And I don't know what to say about it other than to say, okay, and I thank you for those fun experiences, but I'm not touching this shit. Alright, and then another thing, let's see, okay, I wanted to get on, what was it, hold on a sec. Wouldn't it be cool if you had somebody, or even yourself in another time, and was able to rewind, if you can't remember your time, what you're thinking about, so they were able to rewind your mind, that's the controller in my hand, and rewind you back to the moment you were thinking of. So I knew I was standing about right here, so I know about state-dependent thinking, and sometimes since I'm not in an altered state, I also know that, as far as I've felt in a long time, um, we have location does seem to matter. What you're doing does seem to matter. And where you are emotionally seems to matter too. So let's see. I was talking on quantum signature. I was talking about medications. Speaking on spectroscopic. I want to talk on other fun things. Apparently, dark energy isn't used, and so that's fun too. And I had a great idea, but that just so that's not it. Okay, it's not it. I was on to something fun for my own self, but god dang it, ain't it. It is and it isn't. So it is in another time. Okay, cool. Alright, so meanwhile, we're talking about saving people into a disc. So they're being saved. Now, the best of us get to be saved and then brought back. Or, even better, no, they don't even die. You can stay the same age, or reduce in age, or grow old, or even change color, or change gender. This is what I know of. I look forward to a day when I can truly give birth to a child. I understand that. I understand that as well. I understand I understand that I'm talking on so many different things. what I wanted to talk about was cis, trans, cis. Being able to go from cisgendered, one gender, trans, you have to transition so much, and then I guess you don't really have to do it with hormones in the future where we are able to fully affect the space-time, the ether, the quanta, the very same thing, the very fabric and substance of creation, and change you down to your chromosome. Absolute fact. And have a child that way. I intend to do it another way for now. But the great thing is, you better believe that, kids. I'm bringing you this world. I got an order. I got two orders for heaven right now. So here's the thing. We're doing this for the purpose of making sure, number one, you were healthier younger, because we wanted you around with us longer. Two, that we had the right person, and we know that we do. And number three, that we had the best way. Meanwhile, you're talking about world peace, and that's all good too. And also having prosperity, and that's wonderful too. But we want this. You here in the flesh, okay? And we're talking to you through you from a time most post, as you say even now. And I don't like to use the word posthumous, but you're not with us right now, David. Or they said mom, and it's hard for them to say my name. But the thing is, why would I say my own name? Maybe I'm carrying on in a form computer. Perhaps. Or maybe I'm carrying on because somebody else said my name on the team. And I thank you for being kind enough to say my name. And I also thank you for being kind enough to call me mom, guys. The ones that are actually my children. And I'll say children to be, so you understand, people that are actually watching this, all four of you, that I really am going to have children, and I'm really going to do this. I'm going to help bring this into fruition. True form, a quantum computer. I've made multiple examples of possible ways to do it. You didn't like the neural net processor, did you? James Cameron, why'd you do that, director? You scared us from ever building a computer that would actually save us onto a disk that would allow us to live forever. Oh well. Well. I guess one of us has to put themselves into the computer in the full form mind, actually put themselves in there as the key to make sure the brain of the person is so saved onto the computer that the computer was the person, so that the person wouldn't make them Terminators and kill off everybody. Okay, I vote that I'll do it. I am game. Okay, so I know I am still alive. Alright, so I get to be a leader battle angel for a while. Alright, thank God I'm not in battle, because I suck at fighting. But I'll tell you what, I will fight tooth and nail for those kids, and I know that's a fact. So here's my past here, talking through what they might call antiquated means, ancient means, a cell phone the size of a Palm Pilot, or whatever they call it. And we're going to try to make this happen. They stepped away to eat, David. That's what's going on. Love you guys. So they say, love you. It's so cute. They're so cute. I got to see her. I thought she was the angel of mercy. Truly, she is the angel of mercy, along with my son. And I got to see him. And I said, man, who's that guy? And I had long hair, so that's why he's like, man, fuck this. It had more to do with your posture in the chair, my friend. My son, I'm sorry. It's just because I'm sorry. All right, I'm here. Okay. I'd be scared to be my kids if I saw this video, but I'll tell you what. I'm excited. I know this is real. Somebody gave me a chance. They got it right. I'm a drug addict, yet I ain't addicted to any goddamn thing. Any goddamn thing. I'm not damned. I've been saved. I've been saved in true form. So I'm off the vape. I'm off the drugs. I'm off the alcohol. Except in non-addictive doses. I can drink a beer. And it's the weirdest thing. But I don't. So the best part about it is I just prefer beer battered shrimp or something like that. But I'll stick with less fried things because these kids are